So my name is Mel, as you guys know. For this week's deliverable, I use the Declaration of Independence as my text example, and the technology tool that I used for close reading was Google Docs. Google Docs for me was the obvious choice because all students have the application, and if they don't, it's easy to access and it's completely free. So I added some things to from what I saw in the video, I added some extra things just to make it, I guess, my own. And the first thing I added was the highlighted keys up here. So if you guys look up here, yellow means interesting, red means things you don't understand or want to learn more about, and green is words you don't know the definition to. I found it better to put a key there just because sometimes you don't want to highlight everything just one color. Different colors mean different things, and if you place that thought in your head, it helps you understand the readings better. It helps you pick out what you know, what you don't know, what you want to learn more about. Also, like in the video, I put a comment section. The only thing is, I would use the comment section for statements and questions that students have more than just me writing stuff. Like for instance, here I wrote, this part of the text is interesting because it's contradicting. The founding members used the quote, all men are created equal, yet most of the men who signed the Declaration owned slaves. These are just statements to have students thinking and engaging them in conversation, which I think is important in close reading. I think that when you do close reading, you should also ask questions, have those conversations so that that information sticks to your head and you know exactly what you're learning. I honestly, I saw the other ones, the other technology tools that were used, and honestly, I still think Google Docs is the best just for close reading, just because it's specific. I was watching the video and there was also the way, you could strike out certain phrases and certain words, and that's important because sometimes you don't need to know that. Sometimes it's contradicting. Sometimes it weighs in on what you're reading and takes away from that learning experience. But overall, I would say that Google Docs is a good tool to use close reading with. It's I think it's what a lot of students grew up on doing, like just reading textbooks and highlighting words and writing definitions, just digitalized. It's less work, but you understand all the information all the same, which I think is the big takeaway from close reading, is that it's more work, it's more work for that better reward. And by using Google Docs, it's the same amount of work, just, you're still getting that viable information that you need. And that's why I use Declaration. This is why I use Google Docs as my technology tool.